it's time to get settled in for another story. Today is time for story time, and during this time I like to rhyme. I like to do this all the time, and I'm rhyming time and rhyme again because I have nothing else to rhyme. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Dan. Welcome back to a brand new series on the channel. And this one is going to be some sort of ASMR. You want any ASMR? Oh yeah. Shh, gotta whisper for ASMR. So, with this upcoming series, we're gonna be telling you stories. Just kidding, it's not ASMR. But if you're in the mood to hear some funny, creepy, or happy ending stories, then this is your weekly show that you'll enjoy. Every week, Alex, Kao, and I, from the University Roleplay, will come at you with a brand new story to tell you. Yeah. 3 stories each week, one from each of us. This week, we have 3 stories for you. I'm starting, aren't I? Yep. Alright, everybody strap yourselves in, take a seat, get some popcorn, get a nice beverage, because this is going to be a nice ride. It all started on a regular day outside. I had nothing to do with my life. And Alex over here was going to meet other people at Martin. He asked me if I wanted to come. I agreed. So then he bikes down to my house, everything's good. Then Alex and we head down to Alex on the bike. I'm following. We bike down to Martin, the school. What were you doing there? Well, for weeks in advance, maybe even months, I have gotten some guy very pissed at me. Let's just call him Richard. He wanted to fight me because I would call him cheater. He wanted to rip my dick up. That is true. He wanted to fight me. I remember he kicked me in the leg at gym, in the locker room. So what happened was we were there to fight him. He wasn't there yet. Though I did see a few of my other friends there. So we were just hanging out. Well, we were waiting for Richard to show up, and we were, just chilling, then we see it happen. Richard is here. I trust Alex with the position as the referee. So,
yeah, that was a mistake.
Alex then announces the rules. No punches to the face, and no punches or kicks to the dick. That's really simple. It could be anything else. It may be dangerous. We're the back of a different school. Schools that none of us go to anymore. If we're spotted, we could all get in big trouble, but we didn't care. Richard and I wanted to settle this. Alex, I'm not going to interrupt your story, so you better shut the fuck up. Alright, moving on. The bell rings, the fight begins. I run for 5 minutes straight in a circle. Richard is chasing after me. I'm running like a little girl from the school janitor, and then the janitor is chasing me with all of her big plumpy might.
What the fuck did this happen?
She's running after me, and then I just fall to the floor exhausted because I'm too fat to run for too long. And then he's about to go and pin me. And then I started wrestling him to the ground. Amateur wrestling his ass. Not the fucking RKO. I was just amateur wrestling him down to the ground. I was all on top of him. And then round 1 ended. The time ran out. Nothing happened yet. We move on to round 2. So what happened here is I was pretty confident this time. I was going in trying to take him down. So I was getting ready to charge him. And he kicks me in the dick. And at this point, I fall to the floor. I cry for my mommy. I say I'm never gonna have babies. And then I die. I say I win, due to disqualifications, because Alex said no, punching or kicking to the dick. That he won because in the first round I ran like a pussy and gave up, which isn't true. I said, his name is Richard. His name is Richard. Richard said he won. I say I won. Alex, he's been fairly mutual. What do you think? Leave it down there. Okay, I'm done with my story. Alex, you're next.
Yay, wait, how do you clap again? Where's the clapping emoticon?
Applause.
Whatever the hell it is. Where this is? Oh, there. Yay!
Alright, KO, your thoughts on my story?
I like the narration. It was,
Yeah, it's pretty dank.
yeah, it was pretty good. I'll give that a thumbs up.
Good. Alex, are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, my next story is called The Retarded Bus Driver.
No.
So basically, what happened was, it was the day after track, like any other day, except Jack happened to come to track with me that day. I don't know why. He was with the coach. Another story, saving it for the next time. And basically, after track, we saw this giant yellow bus. But every giant yellow bus was there except for ours. So,
That's true.
we
We're
then
late.
So then we were waiting for around half an hour. And we were sitting and sitting and waiting and waiting and standing and going to the bathroom until we realized that our bus broke down. And then just keep in mind, Jack was never in track, so he just came, his parents were fucking freaking out, thinking that he's dead.
I remember getting that.
Yeah, but with that in mind, then a random bus came, and this bus was a new bus because our old bus broke down. So a new bus with a new bus driver. So we go inside, and I call it the retarded bus driver because the retarded bus driver did not know how to drive. So I had to go to the front of the bus and teach her how to drive. And it's kind of sad because this is coming from someone who doesn't even know how to drive. And with that in mind, and that's what happened. So from the way from our middle school back to our houses, I had to teach her the directions, what the pedal did, what the mirrors did, what the signals did, how to stop at red lights, and I call that the retarded bus driver.
Thank you, Alex. That was beautiful. KO?
Truly a work of art.
Alright, KO. Are you ready for your story?
Yep, let's do this. Alright. So, my story is, about 4 months ago, my cousins came from Florida to visit me with my aunt. Haven't seen them in a while, so I was really stoked to see them. When they came down here, I saw them and when I saw my aunt, I gave her a hug, gave her a kiss, told her I missed her, and I saw my cousins, and they wanted to hang out with me for a really long time, and they were like, hey, we need to catch up, let's go walk around town. I was like, alright, cool. So we ended up walking around town, and we ended up getting really hungry. So we went to one of the corner stores that sell some really, really good bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. And while we were there, I was getting my stuff. I was getting the Gatorade, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and probably some Cheetos. And then my cousins got what they wanted, and we were ready to pay. And when we were at the cashier, one of my cousins was not there. We found him in like one of the aisles looking at like Viagra pills. And we're like, yo, dude, what are you doing? He's like, yo, I'm gonna buy one of these. And me and my other cousin, and for less confusion, we'll call one of my cousins Alex and my other cousin Jack. So Jack was like, yo, I'm gonna buy one of these. I was like, oh, okay, man, you do you. And then Alex was like, yo, man, you're not gonna waste money on those. He was like, well, I am. But so we went to the cashier, and the cashier looked at him and saw what we were buying, and he looked surprised. So what my cousin does, what Jack does, who's buying this, he looks at them, he's like, these can't be the best ones. So he looks at the guy at the cash, he looks at the cashier dead in the eye and says this, "Sir, what's your best penis pills?" The cashier, without a hesitation, without even blinking, goes under his desk and he brings out this pill and he says, "Here." Like, he's dead serious. He just looks my cousin in the eye and says, "Try this one out."
Oh. Did it work well for him?
My cousin looked at it and he was like, "But this is just one pill."
Wait, this was Alex or Jack?
This was Jack who bought this. So this is Jack was like, "But this is just one pill." And then the cashier says that, "Yeah, this is the best we got, so you're gonna want to buy this." So Jack ends up buying it, and then when we head out to the cashier, he pulls it out from the bag, and he looks at us, and he's like, "So, what are we gonna do?" I said, we all looked at each other, and we're like, "No, you try it. No, you try it. No, you're gonna try it." And then Alex was like, No. How about we both try this?" And we all looked at him saying, "How are we gonna do this? It's one pill." He says, "We'll go to my house, and then we'll go to your house, Angel, and then we're gonna split it with a knife in 3 ways." So I say that's a good idea, and then while we're walking home, I'm thinking to myself, this can't work. This isn't gonna do nothing to us. This is stupid. So we ended up walking to my house, and then since nobody's there, we found it the perfect time to do this. So my cousin, he pulls out some water. He goes to my refrigerator, gets water, and one of my cousins, he's cutting it into thirds. So like, the pill's like a regular pill shape. So I get an edge, my cousin gets the middle, and my other cousin gets an edge. So what happened is that we all took it, and 45 minutes later, we're just like, this ain't working. We're all sitting around and like, "Are you feeling anything?" "I'm not feeling anything." "Are you, Jack?" "Nope." "Alex?" "Nope." So then my cousin Jack ends up going to the bathroom, and I don't have words to describe like what just happened. Just pure ridiculousness just went down. So Jack goes to the bathroom, and 5 minutes later, he screams in the bathroom. He says, "Holy shit!" And we all rush to the bathroom like, "Dude, you okay?" He comes out with his pants down. My dick is fucking huge. We're looking at him, trying not to stare at his member. He literally screams, "My penis! It's huge!" We look at him I literally look at him while covering my hand to not look at his member. So he tells us dead in the eye, he just looked at it and he says, "Think of something sexual and watch what happens." So without me even thinking, like even having a second thought, I think of titties. Like I just think of titties. And I'm letting you know, when I thought of that, it wasn't even something that worked up to it. It just, like, full force, like, pile driver, like right there. It just came full force. I got scared. I was like, "Oh no, this can't be happening. This can't be happening." So
My dick is
I
huge.
in my room. I ended up pushing Jack to the side, going to my room. I was like, "No, this can't be happening." I looked at it and I was like, "No, this is some magic shit." Like, your boy grew like 2 inches. So what happened is that we all look at each other. I go back downstairs and I try to tuck it in my pants, and we all look at each other like, "Yo, what are we gonna do? We have no females here. Like, we gotta take care of this." Like, we're all panicking, like, we're all literally panicking, saying that this has to go away. Like, dude, I'm doing everything I possibly can. I try to, like, put the air conditioning on so it's colder. I literally tried thinking of a chair. We literally tried watching Zootopia to make it go away.
Should watch Big Hero 6. Or Moana.
We all looked at nothing was working. We all looked at each other like, "Listen, we're gonna sleep this off." So it was late at night. "Listen, we gotta sleep this off." We go
like,
so
it was
what happens is that we go to sleep, and then we wake up the next day. Luckily, it's gone. So what happens is that we look at each other and we're like, "Yo, this is crazy. What happened? This is like the magic pill." And then my cousin, he grabs the freaking box that he got the pill from, and he didn't read the label. The label. Listen, listen. If you even thought of something sexual, like dudes, I just thought of titties, and like it came full force. It came like. How can I describe this?
So we give you an erection
it didn't go
easily?
away once it was there. So my cousin grabs the box and he says, "Guys, I have bad news." We're like, what's the bad news? He looks at the box and it says it lasts for a week. So for 1 week, I had to deal with not getting a boner, like anywhere. Like if you even thought of the slightest thing sexual, it's there. So I had to try my hardest. This was when school was going on, so I was in class, literally just holding my desk and thinking, "Don't think it's something sexual. Don't think it's something sexual," because boy, I was gonna be embarrassed. So, but luckily, since we only took like pieces of the pill, it only lasted for like 2 days, 3 days. So luckily I got off the hook with that, but I'm never taking that pill ever again.
I would.
Good job, Shadow.
It sounds nice. So
Well-
it stayed stiff for like a day? KO, it stayed stiff there for like a day?
Yes.
And then it came back
Well-
if you thought of the slightest thing?
Yes.
And he just
Jack, I'm letting
Something
you know.
huge!
Jack, you couldn't think of nothing, like nothing, or else you're screwed.
Oh god. How many times
Jack, I
did you
could
think
be
of
out
something?
in public. I could be out in public in the park, and I could be like screwed if I thought of something.
You need to tap the
Well-
minds of a 3-year-old.
Yeah. Well, who has the most interesting story?
Every week, guys,
I vote
who-
Kyle.
Alex, you're not supposed to vote.
That's
Every
all.
week, guys, you have to vote your favorite story down in the comment section. And the winner of that story will get to go first next week. So, I hope you enjoyed this new series called Storytime with the 3 Pilgies. And, yeah, we'll see you next week. Peace out, voters.